Hello. The Apple event was yesterday. That is, if okay, the day of me recording this video is 21st of April. So yeah, the event was yesterday. So Apple had launched the iPad Pro 2021 AirTags, which were rumored, and a new redesigned iMac Pro and a purple color of the iPhone 12. Now about the AirTags. AirTags price is $29 for one and $4 sorry for four AirTags $99. And you can use them in the Find My app in the iPhone. That's what they call it. Whatever. Uses it also, not only that, it has a smart speaker in it, like a small speaker I meant. So if you lose your device, then you can just ring it. Plus you get those keychain thingies in which you can put the AirTag inside. It looks like this. Fine. Also uses the M1 chip in your phone, in your iPhone, to get like super accurate navigation. Like super accurate. Like this. Like you can literally hold your iPhone and show you 10 feet ahead or 11 feet ahead. Like that. And that's, I think, pretty cool. So you can get the keychain thingies for them. So that's $29 for one and four for $99. You can get accessories too. So basically, in India, one AirTag is costing 3,190, while the four pack of AirTags costs 10,900. The cheapest accessory I could find on the Apple website, which I could find, I might even be mistaken, it happens, was the AirTag loop, for which I found for like 2,990, and then the AirTag leather loop for 4K and for about 4K, and the AirTag leather keyring for 3,590. Okay, this is expensive, but anyways. The next thing, that's that. So according to me, AirTags are pretty useful. There have been other things like this too. Actually, I think AirTags is pretty useful since I keep losing things. Even Samsung had made something like this, right? In the S21 launch event. But anyways. So that's that. It helps you locate things which you lose, like your car keyring, your backpack, and other stuff like that. For me, what I do lose, if I would buy AirTags for, it would be for uh, my phone charger, my tablet charger, my watch charger. I use it on my band phone. Then my backpack and my mouse. Not the mouse, the computer mouse. It's embarrassing. And for a remote, even though you don't really get an accessory to like stick it onto a remote. But if I do get one, I'm just gonna tape it onto the remote. That's just how I go. That's just how I roll. Then there's the purple iPhone 12. Okay, so the thing behind launching a color of your phone 4 to 5 months later of the launch is because, see, when you launch a new phone, so like everyone is talking about your new phone, right? Launching a new color 4 months later is actually a brilliant idea so that people pay attention on your phone again for a short period of time to get the sales high, which is completely understandable. Other companies do that as well. It's basically a common strategy, it works. Now, the purple iPhone 12, it looks fine to me, it looks nice, but still, if I would want to get an iPhone 12, I'd probably get like a product red or something like that, like a Pacific blue. No, that's in the 12. Anyways, like a blue or red, something like that. or if the color I want is not available, just get some random color and put skin on it or a case, right? Yeah, that's just how I roll, man. Now, the exciting thing is the new redesigned body of the iMac. To me, it looks like an iMac, like an iPad Pro on a stand. It's that thin. Apple says that it has the best speakers, microphone, and camera on a Mac ever. Available in so many different colors. Also, it has like special accessories, like colors of the magic keyboard and the magic mouse matching the colors of the iMac. So that looks cool. Plus, there's like a magic keyboard with Touch ID. So basically, you put your finger on it and it wirelessly transfers that data to your iMac. Also, it's like let's say suppose I get my fingerprint registered, and then let's say like someone else gets his fingerprint registered too. So I sign in by putting in my finger, and let's say after I'm done using, I leave the computer on, right? It's still on. Now some other person comes and puts his fingerprint, which is already registered. It will switch to their account. That's actually pretty cool. And the ability to wirelessly transfer the fingerprint data over to the iMac safely is what makes it actually magical. That is pretty much science. That also another thing is that the iMac Pro has pretty good speakers like woofers, tweezers and stuff, and it's actually pretty thin. I think it's about 10.5 millimeters thin. So that's actually good. And the only thing I wasn't satisfied about in the iMac Pro, look, actually I had this made up model of the 2021 iMac in my own head, like the M1 version, with like super thin bezels, like how the iPad Pro has. But it didn't turn out like that. I mean, bezels were thinner, but still in the bottom there was a big fat bezel, which is actually fine, with no logo on it. But the back of the iMac just looks superb with a lot of colors available. Now, pricing of the iMac, the 8 core CPU, 7 core GPU starts at, okay, it starts at about 1,19,900 for 8 core CPU and 7 core GPU, about 256 gigs of storage and 8 GB memory, 24-inch 4.5K Retina display. And then there is like an 8 core CPU and 8 core GPU version with again 256 gigabytes of memory of storage, 8 gigs of unified memory, which is basically RAM, 24-inch 4.5K Retina display, 2 Thunderbolts slash USB 4 ports, which was there in the 1,20,000 Model 2, with 2 USB 3 ports and a gigabyte Ethernet for like 1,39,900, and like the high-end version for like 512 GB and 8 GB RAM. I think you can go higher to for like 1,59,900. Wow. But actually I'm happy because like the older iMac just looked outdated as hell. But fine. But this one looks good. It looks nice. It actually looks pretty nice. I just don't like the bottom bezel. That's really it. And I've been waiting for this. The iPad Pro 2021. It's basically the same thing, except way better cameras. Not way, okay. A bit better cameras. And then the display, which is improved. Like a lot. So there were rumors about the micro LED, which I think I've also mentioned about it in my iPad Pro 2021 video. So that's valid, and it has 10,000 micro LEDs. Okay. Now Apple calls it the Liquid Retina XDR display. Also, one more new thing about the iPad Pro 2021 is it has the M1 chip, providing hyper fast performance. Now, when you think about iPad Pro, you think blazing fast, right? So, I mean, everybody knows that in the tablet world, iPad Pro is the king. Now, when an Apple fan hears about the new iPad Pro release, right, they wonder if the new iPad Pro is gonna be powerful enough or something like that. I totally get that. I mean, if I was a fanboy, I would worry about that too, but I'm not. Yeah. But this time, wow, M1 chip. So you get the same performance as you get in like a MacBook Pro, probably. Yeah. But then, end of the day, like, it's the same reason I told you last year in the iPad video about the downside of the iPad. That's still there. iPad OS. See, if the iPad is trying to be a laptop, then this I think is the nearest it's going to get. The only thing left out is for it to have those kind of Mac software, the Windows software from which you can install apps from the web. If that was there, then probably people would start buying it like right now. Because touchscreen, super thin, hyper fast performance, who wouldn't buy it? Plus Apple, so quality. And that's that for the iPad Pro 2021. So I've covered iPad Pro 2021, AirTags, iMac Pro, and purple iPhone 12. So 4 in one video. Also for the iPad Pro, for the Wi-Fi version, it starts at 11-inch and 128 gigs of storage for 71,900 and maxes out at 12.9-inch space gray 2 terabytes Wi-Fi plus cellular for 2,12,900. You heard that right. Not about the price. 2 terabytes. 2 terabytes. For a laptop to have 2 terabytes, it's considered big thing. For like a PC or a desktop to have 2 terabytes, it's considered good. Now imagine your iPad, which you hold right in your hands, which you hold with one hand to have power of 2 terabytes. It's amazing. It's awesome. Apple's really outdone themselves this year. Yep. Everything covered. Okay. Yep. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And what was my line again? What was it? Yeah. Tech expense for the tech savvy.